And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my predictions and guesses, if you will, for next week's D23. Now, if you don't know what D23 is basically Comic-Con, except it's just Disney projects. Disney, Pixar, Disney Animation, Marvel, Star Wars. All that is just Disney. Nothing else, nobody else. That's just it. So, now there were rumors that we were going to get some, movie announcements at San Diego Comic-Con, which we did. We got Secret Wars, we got Doomsday, Robert Downey Jr. is coming back. We got some information about, Brave New Worlds, Fantastic Four, but all the updates about other upcoming projects. Now we got rumors that we might be getting not only the Disney Plus shows, information about that, and some footage, maybe some new stuff for Agatha all along, maybe some footage for Ironheart, because apparently that's finished filming, maybe some information about the Vision Quest, the Wonder Man TV show, I think that's filming now, not 100% sure. It may be a trailer for Daredevil Born Again, because that's pretty much almost done. That comes out in January, I believe. So, a lot of stuff to be looking forward to. About Disney Plus stuff. Hopefully it turns out great. But I'm here to talk about the stuff that we might get for the films, because there's kind of a gap for some Marvel films that we still need to get, but between from Brave New World all the way to Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday. So there's some. So I'm gonna recap on some stuff. I found a list of what Marvel has officially announced that we already know. We have Captain America Brave New World, which we already know is coming out. It says February 14th, so that's cool. We got Thunderbolts in May, and then Fantastic Four in July. So that's amazing. There's also they're still saying that Blade is coming out November 7th of 2025. But honestly, I think that's going to get moved. I just don't think they have a director or even a writer for the film yet. And I really feel sorry for Mahershala Ali. I think we're gonna get it. I could be wrong, but maybe we can get an announcement that he's gonna drop out of the project. I don't know, because Mahershala Ali's he's not any younger. He's a good guy, good looking guy, but I think I think he can still do it. It's just that by the time these they start moving forward with this project, he's gonna get to the point where he's a little too old for the role, and they need a Blade who's gonna be able to do the role for next maybe 10 years, you know what I mean? So we'll hold off on Blade. We really don't know. So now we have February 2026. We have something in February 13th. We just don't know what it is. There's a lot of speculation that it could be Shang-Chi 2. A lot of people, want to see another Shang-Chi movie. I do as well. They did announce that we're gonna get another one, so that could be a possibility right there. Then of course May 1st next year of 2026 is Avengers Doomsday, but November 6th, 2026, what can that be? If I had to guess, I think it's gonna be Doctor Strange 3. I think you can make an argument that they're gonna make a Doctor Strange 3. Because at the end of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, which is a great film, Cleo comes out. I think that's her name, Cleo. She's a stepdaughter or daughter of Dormammu. She's like, hey, listen, we got incursions coming out. We need to go fix it. So her and Doctor Strange, Cleo is played by Charlize Theron, which is like, yeah, awesome to have her a part of the MCU family. So that's great. So they go off and try to maybe fix the multiverse in some other weird way. So there's a possibility that can lead into Secret Wars. Maybe it has something to do with Battle World. Maybe Dormammu wants to come out and play. I don't know. But could be a possibility that could be November of 26. Or it can actually be Thor 5. Look, we all know we're getting another Thor film. I know Thor 4 wasn't great. I thought it was alright, even though Natalie Portman was amazing. But, Thor 4 could have been better. We all know it could have been better, although Natalie was perfect. But anyway, could also be a Thor 5 film for all we know. Maybe he's gonna fight the gods, because what happened with him and Zeus at the end of the last one. So there is a possibility for those two. I know some people were asking about if we were gonna get Eternals 2, I looked into that. Apparently, there's no plans for that, so I'm not 100% sure for Eternals 2. I think I know what's gonna happen. I feel like they're gonna save Eternals for the next phase, which should probably be either after the mutants, because I think we're gonna get mutants next. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't have no confirmation about that. I think the next phase in Marvel is going to be the mutants, and then after that, we're going to get the cosmic side. So that way they can start teasing Galactus. I think they're going to make Galactus a celestial. I think he's going to be the big bad for that saga. So who knows? But I think that's why they're not doing Eternals right now, because it's a shame. Even though I really liked Eternals, I thought it was cool. But when they tease, that big celestial, not the one in the ocean that's been confirmed that's gonna have adamantium in it, the one that came out at the end who was like, I'm gonna judge this world, and you saw the others like looking him up and it's like, yeah, bring it. So I think they're gonna save that, maybe even change that to maybe being Galactus. Could be wrong, could be right, who knows? But that's pretty interesting. And of course we have obviously May 2027 we have Avengers Secret Wars, so we all know that's happening. So what's gonna happen after that? We have July of 2027 and November 5th of 2027. I think we're gonna get another I think we're gonna get our first X-Men in July. Yeah, our first official X-Men film, a brand new X-Men film. And I don't think Hugh Jackman is going to be the main MCU, the main 616 Wolverine. I think he'll still be around. Don't get me wrong. I think he's still going to be around. I think him and Deadpool are still going to be around, but they're going to be doing their own stuff. Maybe their world gets fixed after Secret Wars. Maybe it dies. Who knows? I just don't see, as much as I love him, I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, I just don't see him continuing to do it. There's a joke in the movie about him playing him for like forever. I just don't see that happening, because we need somebody who's going to be able to play Wolverine for the next 10-15 years. So there's that possibility. So then there's November 5th. Now this can also be Thor 5. They can also wait till after Secret Wars to give us Thor 5. They could if they want. For all we know, maybe it is, maybe it's not. I just don't know. It could also be November of 2026. Who knows? Depends on how they want to do it. It could be Shang-Chi or Thor 5. It's going to be one of those. Oh, I'm sorry. Doctor Strange 3 or Thor 5. It's going to be one of those. I don't see them waiting for Doctor Strange after Secret Wars. I feel like Secret Wars, Doctor Strange is going to happen before Secret Wars. So it makes sense for him to be in November of 2026. But I could be wrong. Or for 2026... Listen, guys, I've been hearing some rumors online. I've been reading some rumors online. I like reading some rumors. Sometimes I like to think about, could it be true? Could it be not true? You got to really look at the source and who's doing it. They've been saying that there might be a Scarlet Witch film coming. Now, if that's the case, I think you set that up first. Now, I went back to 2026 because 3 possibilities. It's either going to be Thor, Doctor Strange, or it could be that Scarlet Witch film. Now, I don't know if they're actually going to make a Scarlet Witch film. I'm just saying there's been rumors about it. We all know Elizabeth Olsen. We all love Elizabeth Olsen playing the character. She says she doesn't want to come back, but come on. Robert Downey Jr. said the same thing, and look where we are now. What if she does come back? Her and Doctor Doom are pretty close. Pretty close. They've done things together in the comics. I mean, Marvel does not have to follow the comics. They don't. That's one of the things you have to understand. When you look at the movies and the comics, they're very different. They can take pieces from it and make it their own way out of it, but they don't have to. Maybe Doctor Doom decides he wants to bring her back. Maybe he wants to find another Wanda. Maybe Elizabeth Olsen can come back, but she's gonna play the one from the Illuminati. Earth, play that version and try. Maybe Doctor Doom wants her power. Who knows? It could be something completely different. She could be they can get another actress to play Wanda. As much of a break all our hearts, but maybe this one, maybe Emma Stone. She's not in the MCU yet. You know, you want. That's why you brought back Robert Downey Jr. He's got the gold. She's got 2 of them. So you know, there's a chance she can come in. I mean, I don't see her as, you know, Wanda, but anything's possible. We got Doctor Doom, Tony Stark coming in, so anything's possible. If she ends up being the new Scarlet Witch, I'm not gonna complain. Anyway, could be that. So let's go back to November of 2027, because if July is gonna be the X-Men movie, the first X-Men movie, I really hate to say this, and I really hate to say this, I think November 2027 is going to be Blade. Listen, I love Blade. I love the movie so much. That first one with Wesley Snipes, he was so good. The second one's great too. Third one's whatever. I just love the Blade character. I think he's an awesome character. And I want to see more of those Werewolf by Midnight characters. You know, we got to get those characters into, you know, the creatures, the vampires, the werewolves. We got to get that stuff out. If you want to bring in Ghost Rider one of these days, you got to establish that universe or that piece of the MCU pie that we need. We don't have it yet. I think we're going to get an announcement. I could be wrong. I don't have any information. I don't live in Hollywood. I don't know anybody who can give me this information. I'm just saying out of my head, I'm thinking that I think Blade is going to get pushed back to 2027 after Secret Wars, so they can set up the I guess the quote unquote dark universe of Marvel. So that way maybe we'll get a Midnight Suns movie one day, or even a TV special or something. So we can get a Ghost Rider. You got to set up these characters, but Blade is the key to that. Just as how Iron Man was the key to the MCU establishment, you have to get Blade set up so that way we can get a Ghost Rider, bring back Moon Knight. Obviously Doctor Strange will probably end up meeting them one day. You can even tease it in his movie, his third film for all we know. But you got to establish Blade. You have to. And since we have no Blade script or director right now, because everybody keeps dropping out, we might not even have Mahershala Ali as Blade anymore, you know? So it's a possibility. It's just a guess. I really don't know what they're gonna do for next week, but I'm very excited to hear for what they're gonna do, and I will come back on my channel to discuss, like, you know, what the repercussions for having another Doctor Strange, another Thor, maybe a Scarlet Witch film, and how can that help lead into to Doomsday and Secret Wars. It's gonna be a lot of fun thinking about it, you know, and you know, obviously we're gonna get trailers for the Daredevil probably. Maybe even Ironheart, you know, apparently Mephisto's in that, so finally, so there's that. Yeah, I don't see us getting Deadpool yet. Tell you the truth, I don't think we're gonna get Deadpool until Deadpool 4, until after Secret Wars. Tell you, it's gonna be completely honest here. I think Deadpool's gonna get rebooted. No, don't yell at me right now saying what the hell you talking about. It just made $1 gajillion. I know. But what I mean by reboot, think about this. We're getting Daredevil Born Again, right? Daredevil 4, or whatever season you can call it season 4, but it's not really season 4. Sure, some characters are back, but they're not playing the same characters that they did in the Netflix show. I think that's what's going to happen with Deadpool. I don't have information about that. I don't know anybody who's telling me this. I just think after this movie, because if you watch Deadpool and Wolverine, you really look at it, it's not really an MCU film. Think about that. Watch the film and you know what I'm talking about. And you really think about it and pay attention to it. Because it's not really a official MCU film. Yes, MCU. He's in the MCU, sure. But he really wasn't in the MCU. Just saying. But you bring him in, officially, you can make a new Vanessa, a new Dupinder, a new Colossus. Obviously, we're going to get a new Colossus anyway because of the X-Men. So I just don't see his old team coming back. Maybe some of them will, and they'll just play new versions of themselves, and that'd be great. But I think we're going to get a new Deadpool that has no knowledge of, you know, what happened. He's going to break the 4th wall, obviously, but you know, he's going to be the new Deadpool with Ryan Reynolds, still playing Ryan Reynolds. Obviously, they're going to keep him. Obviously, he's gold. So, duh. But I think we're going to get the treatment of Daredevil where he's just going to be, yeah, he's kind of like Charlie Cox, who played Daredevil on Netflix with Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin, but they're playing different versions of those characters. You know what I mean? So I think that's gonna happen, but that's not gonna happen for a long time because I'm pretty sure his master and his queen Blake Lively is not gonna allow him to do that right now. So patience. But yeah, that's what I just wanted to come out here and see what take guesses of what's gonna happen. I think Blade's gonna move. I think we might get Shang-Chi 2. Definitely Doctor Strange 3 and maybe even Thor 5 with titles and information about those movies. Who knows? Maybe the announcement for the first X-Men movie. And maybe a Scarlet Witch movie too. I don't really think that we're gonna get a Scarlet Witch movie. I mean, I can be completely wrong about it. You know what I mean? I could be my whole video could be completely wrong, and none of these things get announced. I'm just saying, if they're gonna announce anything, I mean, they can also announce a Young Avengers film. They've been teasing that project for a while now, so there's that possibility. There's also possibilities that they can give us Ghost Rider, which, come on. Next to Robert Downey Jr., that would be freaking cool. Apparently, they might want Ryan Gosling to play him. If that happens, oh yeah. That she's not going to be far behind. You know that, right? I don't know why. I know she's not married to Ryan Gosling, but him and her are like kind of like this. So it's like, you never know. Maybe they announce her to come in as, I don't know, Jessica Jones or something. Maybe she'll be the new Jessica Jones or Squirrel Girl. Maybe a Squirrel Girl film. Please give me a Squirrel Girl film. Anything's possible with D23. A lot of projects could be announced. A lot of nothing could be announced as well. It could be a big waste of time for all we know. We just gonna have to wait and just, be excited. Marvel's back, baby. I mean, they're back on the track. They got Deadpool kicking butt. I wonder how much the drop is going to be from the second weekend. But anyway, it's going to make $1 billion in the sleep. But Marvel's back. So let me know what you guys think about this. Are you guys excited for this? Not excited for this? Do you think any of my predictions are going to come true? You think I'm crazy for even thinking that, oh yeah, we're going to get, a Scarlet Witch film or whatever? You think I'm right? Think I'm wrong? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much. And then have a great weekend.